How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're back in historic best of one. I call this one Locust Reid. But before we get into it, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. One last thing I'd like to say, if you're going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comment, say something like, hey, I just subscribed or followed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that, and other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. So let's hop into this. So this is a TEMUR color scheme, and this is built around a list that I featured a couple months back. But we had some new tools and I tweaked some things, and I think it works much better this time. But let's get into it. Onto the one drops, we have the 3 copies of Arboreal Grazer. He's a 0/3 with reach. And when he enters the battlefield, we may put a land card from our hand onto the battlefield tapped. Onto the 2 drops, we're running the full play set of Paradise Druid. She's a 2/1 with hexproof as long as it's untapped. And we can tap her and add 1 mana of any color. Onto the 3 drops, we have 1 copy of Loaming Shaman. He's a 3/2, and when he enters the battlefield, target player shuffles any number of target cards from their graveyard into their library. We have 3 copies of Scute Swarm. He's a 1/1 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control, we create a 1/1 green insect creature token, and if you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Scute Swarm instead. Running 1 copy of Klothys, God of Destiny. She's a 4/5 with indestructible, and as long as your devotion to red or green is less than 7, Klothys isn't a creature. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, we add either 1 red or 1 green mana. Otherwise, we gain 2 life, and Klothys deals 2 damage to each opponent. Running 3 copies of Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. He's a 6/6, and we sacrifice him unless he escaped. And when he enters the battlefield or attacks, we gain 3 life, draw a card, and then we may put a land card from our hand onto the battlefield. And then we can later on bring him back from the graveyard by paying his escape cost and exiling 5 other cards from our graveyard. On to the 4 drops, we have 1 copy of Oneirophage. Please forgive me if I mispronounce that. Oneirophage. As a 1/2 with flying, and whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Oneirophage. 1 copy of Nylea, Keen-Eyed. She's 5/6 indestructible, and as long as your devotion to green is less than 5, Nylea isn't a creature. And her static ability says creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and then we can activate her ability and reveal the top card of our library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. Have 1 copy of the Vizier of the Menagerie. He's a 3/4, and his ability says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast creature spells. We're running 3 copies of Beast Whisperer. He's a 2/3, and whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Running 2 copies of Questing Beast. He's a 4/4 with Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. He cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. And whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. On to the 5 drops, we have 1 copy of Terror of the Peaks. He's a 5/4 with flying, and spells your opponent's cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. Running 2 copies of Majestic Myriarch. His power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of creatures you control, and then at the beginning of each combat, Majestic Myriarch gains flying until the end of turn if you control a creature with flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. I have 1 copy of Elder Gargaroth. He's a 6/6 with Vigilance, Reach, and Trample, and when he attacks or blocks, we can either create a 3/3 green beast creature token, gain 3 life, or draw a card. We have 3 copies of Vivien Reid. She comes in at 5 loyalty, and her +1 ability says, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And then her -3, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. And then her ultimate -8, you get an emblem with creatures you control, get +2/+2, have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. And then finally 2 copies of Illuna, Apex of Wishes, or in this case, Ghidorah, King of the Cosmos. We can mutate onto a creature for 6, but if we cast him for his creature side, which is 5, he's a 6/6 with flying and trample. And whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. And then finally at the top end, we have 2 copies of the Locust God. He's a 4/4 with flying, and whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token with flying and haste. And then we can activate his ability, draw a card, and then discard a card. And if the Locust God dies, return it to our owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. And before we talk about what the deck is actually about, let's go over the mana base real quick. I chose 1 island, 1 mountain, 3 forests, the full play set of Rootbound Crag, the full play set of Stomping Ground, the full play set of Breeding Pool, the full play set of Hinterland Harbor, the full play set of Ketria Triome, and 1 Fabled Passage. We have a 3.6 converted mana cost, running 31 creatures with 26 lands. So basically, we want to ramp into hopefully a Vivien or a Beast Whisperer to get things going. We're running pretty much all creatures, so we get maximum value off our Beast Whisperer, being able to draw cards. And then everything else is, once we get our Vivien or a Beast Whisperer on there, we're kind of just digging for potential cards that we need for the whatever we're facing against. Klothys is fantastic against rogues and mill and graveyard hate. Uro is just a busted card in general, pretty much does it all, gains us life, draws us cards, helps us ramp. Scute Swarm can get out of control, especially in this deck. We're going to be having multiple lands hit toward the mid to late game, and the board can just get super wide. Loaming Shaman is in there as a one-off just to help us recur our graveyard if we get milled out. Oneirophage, this is like a flex slot, but I wanted some creatures with flying, and we're going to be drawing a lot of cards, so we're going to be putting some 1/1 counters on him. Nylea helps make all of our creatures cheaper, and can become another indestructible creature that helps us dig for creatures as well. Vizier of the Menagerie also helps us burn through our deck and get those creatures out. Questing Beast is our insurance policy against aggressive decks and other planeswalkers. Terror of the Peaks can just be outrageous, especially if we get the engine going. But the other late end that this is built around is Majestic Myriarch, because potentially he could have reach, trample, death touch, haste, vigilance, flying, indestructible, pretty much everything except for, I think, double strike, menace, and lifelink. But yeah, he can easily get up into the hundreds with our Scute Swarm and Locust God creating multiple counters. It gets pretty fun. But yeah, so the idea is pretty simple. Ghidorah is in here. We'd like to, in a perfect world, mutate onto one of our gods since they're indestructible, giving them flying, trample, and indestructible. And yeah, Locust God is a nice one. He has to be exiled in order for them to get rid of him. They can bounce him, but that doesn't really matter. And then another draw engine, discard engine. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Let's hop into some games. Let's see how we do. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, So we got a nice 4-lander here into a Paradise Druid questing beast, and Vivien Reid is one of our key components, so we will definitely keep this. We will start off with the Ketria, since we don't have a turn 1 play. Oh, it's a mill deck right off the bat. Well, hopefully they don't hit our Loaming Shaman. That would be bad. But Vivien, if we can get Vivien to resolve, then we should be okay, because we can hopefully pull the lands and the threats that we need to finish the game quickly. Usually mill doesn't have a... Okay, this looks like a slower side, so this could be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out the questing. Smack him. Yep. So now we got 6 damage on the board. If he plays the Secret Keeper, we can just punch right through. I'm imagining he's comboing this with Teferi's Tutelage and a bunch of cheap, yeah. But that is fine, because next turn we're going in for 6. Yep, that is fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and play out the island. Since he's milling us, let's go ahead and Vivien Reid. Vizier is nice. We do have quite a bit of land, though. No, you know what? Let's take the Vizier, and let's just smack him. Alright. Unless the opponent does something miraculous, I feel pretty good about our current board state. And then we can also use Vivien Reid to destroy one of these once it gets big enough. Or if he plays like a Teferi, or he could just quit. Alright, cool. Got him. On to the next one. Excellent. Let's hop into another one. Alright. Got a nice 3-lander here with 2 Paradise Druids and a Vizier of the Menagerie. I think we'll keep. I guess let's go ahead and play out the mountain first. Blue and white. Fits his Teferi avatar. So let's go ahead and play out the Rootbound. Let's play out our Paradise Druid. Okay, he's holding up 2 lands. Let's go ahead and get out the Hinterland, and we'll go ahead and play out a Paradise Druid. We'll smack the Paradise, or I'm sorry, smack him in the face with the other Paradise Druid. Ooh, Jeskai, spicy. Alright, what's more important here? Probably has a couple different board wipes. So let's play something like the Oneirophage. It's one of our least valuable creatures. These are all very important. Disallow, sure. Well, we're going to smack them. See if we see a board wipe. Oh, is it a Gideon deck? Sure. Let's play Beast Whisperer. Why not? And we'll leave her untapped. Now I'm sure we'll see a board wipe. So we'll keep these guys back. Devilish. And board wipe? Sure. Right. Well, let's play out our Uro. We will still get to draw a card, which is great. Land is perfect. Beautiful. We will put this land onto the battlefield to tapped. Alright. Now at this point, I do not want to overcommit to the board. So we will just take out Gideon here. Now I'm definitely expecting a board wipe, but that's fine. These are the most important here. Really? Well, let's go in. Let's see if we get a Settle the Wreckage. No? Well, I'm going to go ahead and play out Terror of the Peaks then. We still get to draw a card. Sure. Still get to draw a card though. Another Uro is nice. Terror of the Peaks is nasty, but it's definitely not our nastiest combination. Okay, there's the Teferi. So if he's untapping, that tells me he has probably a counter spell. Going for 5? Yeah, I was gonna say better not leave your Teferi unguarded. Alright, another land's nice. Let's go ahead and play out Vizier now. Perfect. Don't want to overcommit to the board. Okay, there's another counter spell, sure. Resolve. Oh no, did I already play my... Alright, so let's Uro then. Draw another card. Beast Whisper. Perfect. Put a Ketria. We have to sacrifice our creatures here. I'm pretty sure he has a board wipe anyways, so keeping this Teferi down as low as possible is key. There's another Gideon. Okay, so zero's Gideon. No. All right. Sure. Oh, beautiful. Questing bitch. Let's go ahead and let's play Myriarch first. See if that gets countered. He very well could have 2 counters, or he could also be running Pact of Negation, which is such a piece of shit card. But all right, another Disallow, sure. So that's 3, 4, 3 so far. Okay. Why wouldn't it let me play Questing Beast? We have to take out Teferi. Oh shit! I forgot about the. I'm kind of upset. I don't know why it didn't let me play Questing Beast. I still feel like he has a board wipe, man. We're gonna play this Questing Beast anyways. Do you have another counter spell? It's very possible. Nope. I guess I must have clicked on the wrong button. Kind of upset about that, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I would. All right. He didn't zero Gideon? Hey, bro, I'll take that all day. He must have another one. Didn't he just... Now, let's see if we see the board wipe. Now, let's see. Cycling. Okay, he's digging. Still got 4 land up. Still could see a board wipe. So isn't that the 3rd turn in a row? He did it again. He must have it. Why'd you quit? Aww. Yeah, if I didn't make that misplay, we still could have gone face, and I could have taken out... I think I could have taken out both of them. But anyways, we won, so it doesn't matter. On to the next one. Alright, this hand seems a little slow. We do have a 3-lander, but we have no early plays. We have no Vivien Reid. Beast Whisperer is nice, but I think we're going to mulligan this. This looks a little bit more user-friendly. We have all 3 of our colors. We have a Paradise Druid. We have a Scute. I think we'll keep this and we'll just drop the Myriarch. We don't really want to play him until later in the game when we have a substantial board, or we can at least bring him in with haste. So we'll keep this. We'll drop the Majestic. We have no turn 1 play, so we'll go ahead and play out the Breeding Pool. Ooh, black. Okay. Let's go ahead and play out the Paradise Druid. Gifted Etherborn, okay. Wonder if this is the mono black that's been running around. He could have Hand Disruption. I wonder if we just slam a Questing Beast here. Is that the right play? Or do we try and get some removal out of his hand? I think we're going to try and get some removal out of his hand. Let's go ahead and play at the Ketria. Okay. So this way he's probably going to be targeting in on our Paradise Druid or potentially the Scute Swarm and leave our hand alone, hopefully. That's the plan. Alright, okay, so this might be just mono black vampires, which I can deal with. Am I interested in taking 2? I think we can do that. I think we can just chump block there. I did not think about the life gain though. We're gonna slam Questing Beast here. We'll go in with the Questing. See if he wants to trade. I'm sure he doesn't. Now we'll definitely see some removal, surely. The cool thing is that our Oneirophage will also scale up with the Bloodthirsty, so that's cool. Ooh, Veto, nice. So this looks like mono black vampires for sure. Goes in with just him. Feels bad, but unfortunately we have to. Yep. Alright, we really need a Vivien Reid. And that is not a Vivien Reid. Okay. No blocks. No attacks, I should say. Dusk Legion Zealot. Okay. Silver Smoke. Nice. Yeah, I think we have to pass on that. I think actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to cycle here. Ooh, nice. And we'll just play out the Paradise. No attacks. I think, though, we might be out of luck because I think our opponent can activate Vito's ability. Okay. He's drawing a card. And another Fatal Push, sure. Okay, we really need to draw our Vivien. Still could be in big trouble next turn because, like I said, the opponent can activate Vito's ability. Okay, that is not what we wanted. Not interested in losing any more life. Let's mutate onto the insect. Does he have another removal spell for the insect? Looks like he does. Yep. Okay. No attacks. So I think we're dead here just to Vito's lifelink. We will have to throw a Ghidorah in front of the Bloodthirsty. Yep, there it goes. And another knight. He plays another knight instead of pumping. Well, we'll block you. And it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're dead here. Either way, it doesn't matter. If I can't kill it, then yeah. GG. Oh well. So we're 2-1 right now. Cry every time. Still liking the way the deck flows, you know, at the end of the day it is still a game of luck. Opponent apparently had a really nice opening hand. Alright, let's hop into another one. Hooves, a fellow Nicol Bolas fan. Alright, this looks like a keeper. We've got a 4-lander here. We have an Arboreal Grazer, so we can drop 2 lands, a Scute Swarm and a Questing Beast. We'll keep. Look at that. So we drop you, we drop the Arboreal. Let's drop the Ketria, so all of our additional lands will come into play untapped. Looks like we're playing some more mono black. I'm good for right now. I'll take 1. There's another Scute Swarm. I love it. Since we have an island, let's go ahead and play out the Rootbound, and let's play out the Scute. Okay. Erebos' intervention, sure. No attacks. Always wondered why, if you're tapped out and the creature has 0 power, even if it doesn't have Defender, why... okay, there's another Bloodthirsty. So you know what I'm going to do? We are going to run out Questing Beast. We will attack in. Oh yeah? We'll just block you. Yeah, let's see if he has removal. For our Questing Beast. 3 mana is a lot. You could have anything. Oh, there's the Vivien Reid. I love it. So let's play Vivien. Trying to think of any 3 spells that can spells that cost 3 that can hit planeswalkers. We're just gonna attack in here since Questing Beast has vigilance. That's fine with me. Sure. Because we have another Questing Beast. Oh, is this a Death Touch? Wow, I was not expecting that. Well, there's our answer, huh? Alright. So let's go ahead and play out our Beast Whisperer. If he doesn't have any removal, we should be okay, because then we can get some value off of him. Looks like he has removal. I am so okay with that. Opponent is picking up here. Let's play Klothys. Would love to see an additional land. That's beautiful. Let's shock in here. Let's play out the Scute. Draw another card. Ghidora's nice. I like. There's some more removal, sure. We can still, should be able to, nope. Oh, I guess Klothys doesn't come into play. Okay. I don't think I'm interested in losing our Beast Whisperer just yet. Spawn of Mayhem, ouch. Yeah, let's get rid of the Bloodthirsty. Don't want that coming back. You know what? Let's just Questing Beast here. Love the additional land. Let's just go in with you. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Looks like we'll have to trade here. I think I'm more interested in taking him out, but our opponent could have more removal. Four, 5. I still think I'm okay here. I'm trying to think of what else you could have. Oh, you could have that. Wow. Always feels bad. Oh well. Alright, so we are 60% win rate as of right now. It's fine with me. Let's hop into another one.
Oreos in your family and your own milk. Pajama sets. Like $6.
Alright, so we got a 2-lander here. We do have an Arboreal, which is nice, so we can ramp into our Paradise, which gives us 3. I think we'll keep this. We're running 26 lands in the deck, so hopefully by turn 2, 3, should draw into another one, hopefully. So let's go ahead and play out our Arboreal. Wooglin. Put out the Rootbound, sure. Gifted Ether. Is it just me, or have I played nothing but mono black? Or no, we played one control deck. Alright. Get all 3 of our colors. Let's get the Scute Swarm operational. Pass the turn. Would love to see a Vivien Reid, please. Yeah, so it's like, what, 4? So 3 mono blacklists. It's wild. Hello, matchmaker. I think I'll take 2 for now. Ooh, Sorin. Could this actually be mono black vampires? We saw mono black vampires splashing Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Sure. So he goes after the Scute. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Alright. Got 4 land now. I wish this was a... Let's go ahead and play out the Druid and just pass. That's the card we don't like. And so this definitely looks like mono black van. Oh, another one. Disgusting. Let's get Beast Whisperer out there. Let's get Arboreal Grazer out there for the double block. Klothys is fantastic. No attacks, of course. Now the opponent has to prioritize when if they'd rather remove Paradise Druid or Beast Whisperer. If he attacks him with both, then we can hopefully take out his Sorin, okay? Apparently he doesn't care about that. Yeah. These guys have done their job, so we will just... actually, let's just block 1. Sure. Yep. So he does have the removal, sure. Okay, and removal. Another Sorin. And, okay. Wow. I mean, I guess he can just finish the game with what he has on the board. 9. Let's play Klothys. Let's play land. Let's attack Sorin. I wish we could play more than mono black, so maybe we could have some games. Sure, it's 10 damage. Now we'll block. Yeah, we don't do too well with aggressive decks. It's like these top tier decks, it's really tough to beat, you know? We're playing some more jank stuff here. Alright. Guess we just get rid of Sorin. Okay. Let's play Nylea. Yep. Does it make sense for me to... Yeah, because we're dead anyways, right? Pay 2 life, might as well. Game. Alright, my friends. Unfortunately, we couldn't deal with mono black today, since that's all we played. But you got a little taste of what the deck can do. I'm not going to give up on this deck. It is a fun deck to play. It's definitely not a top tier deck, but I'll leave you guys at that. As always, I will be posting a description of the deck list in the video description. Leave you guys with that. I just want to say one more time, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. And don't forget, if you're going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comments and say something like, hey, I just subscribed or followed. And I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.